Okay, good morning. We gotta do finish up this tutorial. Unfortunately, um, well, the true real deal is my dog is old and she dying of cancer. So last night, um, I was up a lot, so I'm a bit sleep deprived. Um, and so I did this and shot a video of it, but somehow um, I wasn't able to load it. It didn't come through. I think I had too much stuff on the chip. So I'm just going to tell you how I did this and exactly how I did this. Um, and this took me 3 to 5 minutes. So, but okay, so um, we just added a little tiny bit of our pigments in. These are super concentrated, so if you want to cover, you know, you can use real pigments. These are not acrylic, these are made for epoxy. They will not dry sticky, gooey, gummy. You'll not have a problem with these because there's no water in them. So I just put a little blue in the cup, a little red in the cup, a little white in the cup. So back to the blue. I'm sorry. Um, all I did was I took the blue, I added the epoxy, I stirred it up really good, and then I took the Epicet. You're only going to be able to do this with this. Yeah, it's going to add 50 cents to a cup. But we just saved a bunch of money on the primer. You're going to get total coverage with this. You don't have to do multiple layers. And this will allow you to do all kinds of funky stuff, I think. So what I did was mix it up. I cut the rims out of all my cups. That way I can squeeze it and I can get a little fine tipped whatever I'm gonna do. And so I went back and forth real quick. I kind of got that good all over. I came in here and did the edge, and on the edge, I did it in an angle, so I didn't get all the way out to the edge. And so basically, if it turns out, it turns out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's part of experimenting with epoxy. Anyway, so we have the blue background. Oh, and then what I did was I had it all over. I took my stir stick and I just worked it all over, made sure everything was covered. I came in with my torch, done. Like I said, 3 minutes, 4 minutes tops. So we did the primer, we did the base coat of flat blue that you guys saw in the tutorial I did earlier yesterday, and then a coat of this. So maybe 15 minutes. So everyone know how to do this. So we're gonna mix up some colors. And what I think, I don't like to do anything the same twice. I'm hugely experimental, so I like to try new things. So we're going to do this cup just like this, or attempt to. But chances are I'm going to change it. I'm going to show you what this is really good for doing, and that is to keeping these cup colors separated and not turning into mud. Um, so let's play part A, part B. Got them even. I don't weigh. Epoxy you typically mix by volume, not weight. So I get you clear cups. I can see it really good. I've never measured it. I always like to pour part, the heavy stuff on top, but it really doesn't matter as long as you mix it. When you do these little cups and little tiny bits of epoxy, what happens is you may leave a 0.5% or 1% in this one, and 2% in this one, and you mix it up, and it doesn't cure right. So take the time to get all the stuff out of your cups. If I'm using less amounts, I'll pour it in one cup, stir it up, pour it in the other cup, make sure you get everything off the edges. But I've done this a million times, so I know it's going to work. So I'm not going to put you through that. Anyway, just make sure you get all the stuff. These basic steps will just save, headaches and hassles. You're not in a huge hurry. So go ahead and just make sure you get all your stuff out. I'm going to set that aside there. Now, bubbles. Wow, where do I begin? I'm going to show you how I mix this stuff up, and you're probably going to freak out, so don't. I don't mind bubbles because I want it mixed. I want it mixed up really good. You will see, and I doubt you can see it, but if I just mix it like that, you'll see the little chemical lines in there. That's what it looks like. It just kind of looks stringy. It means it's not mixed properly. So just make sure you get all the goodies all mixed up. And I think, a lot of the bubble problems is that people are mixing acrylics with it. And acrylic paint is made with water, number one, which is not compatible with epoxy. It works because it's thin, it goes on thin, and it gets air to it. But you see the guys doing these big tables and stuff, they'll never mix acrylics with it. Or I wouldn't say never, but it's rare. I've got a little gnat running around here, so we may end up having to scrape him out at some time. He seems to like the blue cup. And anyway, so we're all mixed up. Got a ton of millions of bubbles. But when you add a little Epicet and you add some true color pigments, that's all going to go away with a little torch. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our red top, I reckon. And so just going to pour a little bit in. We may as well just pour them all up at the same time. We're going to do our blue. Actually, I'm going to change this. That's why I'm adding blue now. We're going to do the same cup, but then I'm going to change it because I want to see what else can be done with it. And we're going to play. I'm going to show you a better definition that you can't get without Epicet. A lot of people have difficulties with these muddy colors all blending together. This is really the beauty of this, is you can get that detail. So we got epoxy in the cups, so I'm gonna add a little Epicet to each one. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna stiffen it up. Don't need that much per cup, so we'll just do about half of that. Something like that, little blob. Same thing in all the cups, little blob, little blob. Okay. So we'll go ahead and mix up our red. I think we're going to do this really fast, so I'm going to go ahead and mix it all up. So immediately it thickens it up. However, I like it to be just a tiny bit thicker. So you can wait a few minutes. And, the longer you wait, the more what I call ropier it's going to get. It cures it, definitely going to cure it faster, give you less work time. However, it'll give you that ability to create those crazy definition pieces that I hope I'm going to be able to show you in my sleep depravity. Just mix it all up. We're going to do the red, we're going to do the white, we're going to do the blue. I wish I had 100 turners because I could just crank these out one after the other. So let me move in here, and we're going to go ahead and start with the red, and we're just going to do a rim on it. Squeeze your cup. And I'm at a weird angle, and I've had a bunch of coffee in me this morning, so we're going to try to get some straight line on there, but okay. I'll load a little bit more on there. I need to play a little bit. I'm hoping you're not seeing the back of my head in this strange angle to shoot videos. So I'm just gonna come in here with my stick. I'm gonna pull it to the edge. So weird. Pull it out. Man, I need to I'm at a really bad angle here, guys. I can't get it out on that edge. Yeah. I come in here and fix that. Okay. Come back in again. I'll let it come back around again. I don't know why I'm having such. Okay, there we go. Okay. Push it out to the rim. I'll let that settle. Okay, so that's a rim. So let's come in here and do some white. Hopefully, you guys can see this. Yeah, if I waited another 2 or 3 minutes, this would just be a lot easier. But I'm trying not to take up a bunch of time to shoot this. Kind of get these done quick for you. Okay, pretty good. But like I said, this one doesn't have to be perfect, and you'll be able to do this easier because you actually have a real working area other than leaning across like this. But I think you'll get the gist of it. Okay, there's another one. We're going to go ahead and just pour this last one up. Should mix it a little bit more white, but we're going to make it work. Like I said, this is going to change the style a little bit, hopefully. Show you something a little bit different. Notice I got a big string out there. not a big issue. Unfortunately, so that just tells me that that little thing we did, that little mistake, well, we're gonna make it work for us. So we're gonna do this. So for all intents and purposes, this is a done deal. Like the other cup, we'll come in, add a little band of red. It's getting really sticky and yummy. Not gonna add a bunch. I'm in here with a stick. My wheel is starting to go cattywampus. I don't know why, but I guess that's all part of it, right? Fall on out. This is the sloppiest cup I've done in a long time. Okay, so we're gonna pretend that's done, and I was at a good angle, and I was able to get everything straight, but I'm not. I apologize. So far we have what, 15 minutes into the cup. So I like to experiment. We're gonna play. I'm gonna show you what else this stuff will do. We're not shooting for a masterpiece. This is just a video for you guys to learn. I'll give you some ideas. Well, nice and ropey. So good and thick. Now, if you just let epoxy cure and sit for half an hour, it'll get ropey like this. But what it won't do is it won't leave it nice and smooth and buttery. You'll start getting chunks in it. So we have some blue stripes. We'll go ahead and add at least another one here. We're going to cover that mucky muck up. And let's add a little one here or something. Like I said, I'm not shooting for perfection today. I'm just trying to show you guys what it'll do. Okay, so we have some red and white and blue. So I'm concerned my cup's about to come off the wheel. So what we're going to do is, if I mix this and use regular epoxy without the Epicep, what's going to happen is it's going to turn to mud, and the longer you wait, the ropier this gets, the more definition you're going to get. So we're actually going to red, and there's the gnat right there. We got him, but I'll fix that after I'm done with the video. I'll just get my tweezers and pull him out of there, and it'll be fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how this blends. And like I said, you can't find new ways to do new things and create new things unless you try it. It's actually kind of pretty like it is. I mean, if I ran this popsicle stick through it, you can see that color separation. And it'll dry out just like that. So it's kind of neat stuff. Give it some more twizzle to it. Okay, so we have it on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the gun really quick, and get rid of their bubbles now. Okay, so you see it kind of blobbing around right there. That will actually just blob on out and it'll dry nice and smooth. You won't ever see that, but we're going to change this. So let's have some fun. I think we're just going to start here and do some crazy lines. I just love this stuff. Okay. I think that that's kind of cool looking. So I'm gonna call that one done. Said I'm gonna pull that gnat out, but I'm in a bad angle to do all that in front of you. And so that's gonna do just like that. You see all that fancy non-blended look. A lot of you guys are doing 2 and 3 coats. Now you can create some really crazy stuff if you'd want to do layers and ocean scenes and all. I mean, it's just your imagination. This was another cup I've done. Some of you guys have seen it. This one took even less time. This one probably took about 20 minutes, maybe 15. This one combined, I know I said 40 minutes, and with the video and whatnot, it probably really did it in half an hour. Yeah, I think it's a way to save money, save product, get a really good, really something unique and different that your customers will flip out over. And I think it's well, it's addicting. So be careful. But anyway, you guys use your proper respiration and your gloves. I don't, because I'm shooting a video and I can't talk through it. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.